what sports are you into, if any?
I am a big football fan. I support Manchester United.
Okay.
I love boxing. I used to box when I was younger. I found it harder to watch boxing now. I mean, the heavyweight division just collapsed quite a long time ago.
But I mean, you've got obviously Tyson Fury is involved in this, but he was in that chair about 2 weeks ago.
I saw his boxing glove.
That's right, and he is quite a specimen. I mean, I would not imagine wanting to be in the way of anything of his.
They feel like they're bigger, but I don't know if are they stronger? Do they have the sweet science? You know. How much of that?
Again, I'll be honest with you. I didn't want to try and find out. You know, like 6'9" when he stood up out of that seat.
Yeah.
And he came on in like these pink shorts, right? These like hot pink shorts.
Like really short too. A lot of thigh going on.
Yeah. So, you know, and then
no one's going to say anything if you're 6'9" and built like that.
And the Gypsy King showed up with an entourage that when I went back to say hello to them sounded like they were extras from a Guy Ritchie movie.
Okay.
It really was just everything that he brought to the equation was you imagine that Tyson Fury would bring to the equation.
Right.
But I know you're an Ali aficionado, correct?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his growing up, yeah.
So, because you mentioned when you walked, you sat down here, you saw our memorabilia on the wall.
Yeah, I have a poster of the Ali Frazier fight, the first one at Madison Square Garden, signed by both of them.
No kidding.
And I also have a glove signed by Ali as well.
So, I mean, that's got to be some of your more prized possessions that you have in your.
Yes, I was such in great admiration for him and for what he did, and I'm still waiting for the perfect Ali movie to be made, and my pitch for it would be it's the 3 years where he wasn't fighting, and because at that point of his life he had become such an effective civil rights advocate. And that he was being courted to run for office, and he had to make a decision towards the end of those 3 years where he'd won the Supreme Court case. Is he could have entered political life, public life.
Yes, he could have.
Or he could have stayed with boxing. That's an interesting story for if you're going to do an Ali movie.
Well, profile and courage. There's no question about that. Obviously, what he did and what he stood for at the time, he was, to say the least, getting a lot of heat for it.
Yes, and he was just so damn beautiful as well.
Well, he would tell you too.
Yeah,
he would tell that to you in various different forms, whether it was poetic or just straight to your face. And the reason why I do what I do for a living in many ways is because I grew up a fan of Howard Cosell's.
Okay.
Who would obviously have to be part of this film.
He would be.
Being a guy who would be an announcer who was in his corner at the time, and there weren't a lot of people in his corner at the time.
It's weird, isn't it? But yeah, they weren't. He got a lot of flack for that.
And that's why you were a fan of his, just his fighting style as well, or?
Well, I used to box at school, so I'd try and copy him, which was a disaster.
Did you rope-a-dope, or did you try the footwork?
I did try rope-a-dope once, but it was a bad strategy because there was only 3 1-minute rounds, and it wasn't long enough to tire the guy out. It didn't work.
Normally you'd need the long game.
I hadn't quite figured that part of the strategy out.
That's just the rope, or is that the dope?
I was the dope.
That's right.
Yeah, I rope-a-dope myself in that one. But yeah, I used to box at school. I remember I got hit so hard by a guy. I got knocked out, but I was standing on my feet. I couldn't see anything, but I could hear still.
Right.
And so I sort of danced around and kept flinging out a jab, hopefully in the direction I thought he was in. He didn't quite realize that he'd tagged me, otherwise I'd have gone down. But I remember all my vision coming back.
Okay.
And it comes back from the outside and then slowly works its way in. And it's like a lot of little pinpoints of color. So it's like stars that slowly come back in towards the middle.
And then you got up.
No, I wasn't down. I was actually up.
I see. Okay.
He just sort of hit me so hard that I couldn't see anything.
I thought it would be like Tyson Fury, where you're down, then all of a sudden you get up. They just pop up just like that.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.